Greetings, everyone. This is Duke Violation, and I'm here in Shroud of the Avatar, bringing you your first look at decks and deck building. So, one of the things you're going to find right away in this pre-alpha release 8 is that PvP has been introduced, and with PvP are a few new things that are going to catch you off guard. We now have decks. Decks are made from skills. Decks can be accessed, this interface, by hitting the Y hotkey by default. Skills are still under the K hotkey by default. One of the things you're going to notice about your deck is that when you try to make a deck, you're only going to have 4 slots, and of those 4 slots, only 2 of them will populate. That can be controlled by your draw speed and your discard speed. The draw speed and discard speed are going to be controlled through your focus. Your focus has a couple of skills that are going to be important. So in this demo, I'm going to show you quickly and easily how to get yourself started so you can enjoy combat. Adjust your deck accordingly. Your hand size needs to move up to 8 or 9. Your draw speed needs to move up to fastest, and your discard speed should be moved down to very fast. This start off, these 24 points are going to be essential to getting you started. Once you've done that, you can now select your different skills you want to have. So if you have 2 cards, you can put in 2 times. Now notice that I have 2 iterations of that, and it says 2 of 2. If I right-click, I can take one away, and that automatically will remove it from my deck. The different skills we put in here is how the deck is built. If you notice, there are 9 options we can see at a time, but there are 20 cards to a deck. That means that they will randomize what goes here. There are some different abilities you can use to lock skills, but locked skills do have a higher cost. It does note here that the card list for this deck will be cleared, and all locked cards will cost an extra 50% extra focus to use. Focus is what is referred to as energy or mana in other games. So focus is the blue bar that we use to actually execute the skills. So if you increase the cost by 50%, you can only imagine how much faster you're going to go through. So as you can see, this can be populated. Once it's populated, you can equip that deck. Equipped decks can then be accessed with the Z key. Z will draw your weapon, put you in combat, and then you'll start populating the different abilities. Slugs are going to fill the cards that you don't already have. So I have, right now, 4 cards in this deck. So it's going to populate through these 4 skills, and everything else is going to be randomly selected as a slug. I can't do anything with that slug ability. If I hit Z again, I'll be able to modify my deck again. I can use multiple different decks, but I won't be able to change my deck unless I'm out, I've sheathed my weapon, and I'm out of the fight. Okay, so we're going to go through and throw a couple of different abilities in here real quick so you can get an idea with how it looks once it's actually populated. If you notice, this can be done from the skill trees, but this can also be done in another spot. If you hit L, you'll get your list of the different abilities you have. This is a much smaller window, and a lot of people might find this an easier window to use. Okay, once you've got everything in there, I've got 19 of 20 cards. You can see that's enough for the demonstration. I'm going to hit done. That deck is now equipped, as you can see. I'm going to enter with hitting Z, and my cards will start to populate. And now I've got skills showing up. When I want to use these skills, I need to target whoever it is that I'm going to target and then execute the skill. It will gray out if they are not within range of the skill. Another thing to note is that one of the new additions with combat that will affect your deck is in the controls, all the way to the bottom of your controls menu, there is a target self modifier. This continues to get unbound for me. If you hit control, that is going to be your favorite ability to put here is your left control. If you use Alt, every time you do an Alt tab to target something else, you'll change your window. You want something quick and easy, pick whatever is good for you. I recommend your left control key. So, but the target self modifier, that's where it's found. So if you want to use one of these deck skills on you quickly while you're in the fight, that's how you do it. This has been a quick overview of how to get your deck working, how to generate a deck, and how to execute the abilities you put in the deck. Thank you, and stay tuned.